Welcome back to my morning report analysis videos with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantec Markets on Monday 7th of August, looking at cable. What we have seen in cable is two sharp bear candles in a row. You've seen a breakdown of the 5-6 week uptrend, and those two sharp bear candles need to now continue the move lower, otherwise you might start to see the market sort of regaining a bit of confidence again, because you've basically just unwound back into this overhead supply. 30-50, sort of 30 figure to 30-50 has historically been in the last few months a level of sort of turning points, really. Certainly in the last couple of weeks, 30 figure came in, and then 30-50, but you sort of drop below that 30-50 level, but you're still above 30 figure, and that obviously is a psychological level as well. You're sort of unwound now on the RSI back to 50. So it is, I think, a little bit of a crossroads potentially near term now on this chart. Having done the unwinding move, although you would still look at this big bearish engulfing candle and think, well, that gives you a negative outlook or a negative move towards a change in sort of negative towards negative sentiment, and alongside the broken uptrend, you'd say that the negative sort of aspects of this chart are beginning to rack up. But today's sort of rally of 15-20 ticks is a positive move, and sort of helps to sustain the support. I mean, if you saw a break below 30 figure, you'd be looking at 29.30 as your next reaction low, and I think a break below that would be a key move, because that would be a first real sort of broken support you'd had, or significant sort of higher reaction low that you'd had in a while, certainly throughout that period of rally. And I think that would sort of confirm a change in sentiment, but for now I think we're just sort of ticking off little aspects of this list that would change it to negative, but without actually confirming the move, really. So you're still a little bit in limbo land, I think, especially considering the rally that we've had today. But yeah, it's an interesting time, and I think a bit of a crossroads here for cable. So what you'd look for is obviously the initial support 30.20, which was Friday's low, then 30 big figure. You'd also look for old supports to sort of start becoming new resistance, so between sort of 31.10 to 31.65, that sort of resistance band there. If that again starts to come in as resistance, so you see a lower high, maybe around 31.10, then perhaps that would be again another sort of suggestion that the market is beginning to turn corrective on a more sustainable level. But for now, we're sort of still, I think, in wait and see mode, especially considering the little rally that we've had today. So I wish you good luck in trading, and I'll speak to you later.